I love flags.
I love flags. Flags are a symbol of identity and pride of a nation. They represent what the place stands for, its principles, its values, what it's all about. And not only for countries, any state, any city, any group, or any organization, or anything really, can have its own flag. That's why I want my own flag. This flag will stand as a symbol for this entire channel and as a symbol that represents me. I will take this flag into the UN General Assembly when I'm discussing matters of international importance. Word art isn't as cool these days. So if I'm gonna make a flag, it's gotta be a sexy looking flag. And the apparent unwritten authority on the subject of flags seems to be the North American Vexillological Association. Firstly, did you have to make your name the North American Vexillological Association? You're talking about flags, you're talking about simplicity and beauty, and your name is the most Da Vinci Code shit that I've ever seen in my life. You have quite the illogical name, if I do say so myself. I have googled vexillological more than 15 times while researching this, and I still don't know if this is the correct spelling. Vexillo. You know what you should do? Drop the entire name, throw it away, shoot it in the head, euthanize it, get rid of it, bury it alive in the banyan tree, and call yourself something more iconic, like Flag Boys, or Flaggies, or Flaggots. They also have their own flag, unsurprisingly, which looks like a tooth filled with water. But still, it's fine. Good flag, not the point of the video. Our Vexy boys have published a book called Good Flag, Bad Flag, which provides 5 basic guidelines to making a good flag. It's written by a dude called Ted K, and it's okay. So let's see what Ted K has to say. I really like his name. Your flag should be simple. It should be so simple that a child can draw it from memory. If your flag isn't simple enough for people to remember, then what's the point of your flag? If you want to leave an impression on people using a symbol, that symbol has to be clear and concise. That's why whenever we think of Nike, we think of the swoosh. It's simple, it's clean, it does its job, and it does it well. A good example of this in matters of flags is the flag of Switzerland. It's simple, it's clean, it's made up of squares that are in equal proportion, it looks good. Meanwhile, the flag of Turkmenistan has this damn intricate design that looks like it belongs more on a magic carpet. Forget drawing this from memory, I wouldn't be able to draw this if you gave me a reference image in 3 days. Your flag should have some meaning behind it. Its design, its colors, its shapes should have symbolism that relates to what it represents. If your flag doesn't mean anything, then it's no better than a cum shot on a brick wall. The flag of Barbados, for example. Its blue color represents the sea and sky of Barbados. The gold represents the sand of its beaches because it's an island. And the spear in the middle is the trident of the mythical sea god Neptune. The trident is broken, it doesn't have a shaft, which represents how Barbados broke away from Britain. That is, it gained independence from Britain. See, this simple looking flag is badass and complicated at the same time. Symbolism to the max. Meanwhile, this is the flag of Antarctica. They just put Antarctica on a flag. They just put a block of land, or a block of ice really, on a flag. Antarctica, is that all you are? Just a block of ice. I mean, to be fair, you are just a block of ice. But you have penguins. Why did you not put penguins on your flag? I want to slap you in your face for being so stupid. If you have something that the entire world loves, that the entire world absolutely adores, everyone's like, ooh, penguins, they're so round and cute and have a funny walk. Oh, penguins are the best. If that is the only thing that makes people give a shit about you, then why would you not make it your mascot and put it in your flag and make your flag the best flag ever? If I had penguins, they would be the headlining feature of my flag. This is the entire message behind their current flag. Hi. This is what I look like. So yeah, what's up? Your flag should have a basic combination of 2 to 3 colors because you don't want to overwhelm the people looking at the flag. It should look like your flag has a central theme to it. It shouldn't look like a 12-year-old's first PowerPoint presentation. A good example is the flag of Palau, which has such beautiful colors. It makes me feel calm as fuck. Meanwhile, the flag of Dominica is such a hot mess. It has green, yellow, black, white, red, purple and brown. 7 colors. This is a clusterfuck of too much information coming at you from the flag of the tiniest ass country. Fuck flag standards, your parrot has more colors than any real life parrot I've ever seen. By the way, fun fact, the flag of Dominica is the only national flag that uses the color purple. Why does no other country have the color purple in their flag? It isn't that ugly of a color, guys, come on. Nature doesn't contain a lot of purple. That's why in ancient times, purple dye was rare and more expensive, so people didn't put purple in their flags. But since then, we made a torrent of new stuff, and in that torrent came cheap purple dye. Then why is it still not being used in any national flag? And it's not like it looks particularly bad on a flag. The flag of Tokyo, which is not a national flag because Tokyo is a city in Japan if you didn't know, has purple as a major color. And it's fucking beautiful. Tokyo has these 23 municipalities that are called the Special Wards of Tokyo, each of which have their own beautiful fucking flag. These flags look connected to each other on a common theme of simplicity and a strong central symbol, such that they preserve their own identity while looking part of a bigger thing. Japan is amazing at flags. I'm a fan of the Japanese flag. It's one of the best national flags according to me, but I did not know that Japan was so good in the flag department. I have on numerous occasions said that hentai is the best thing that Japan has ever made, but I take back those statements. Tokyo flags, better than hentai. Do not put words on your flag and do not put a seal on the flag. This is a very important principle. If I have to read your flag, then the symbolism of your flag has failed. People look at flags, people don't read flags. If you have to put words on your flag to explain your flag, then it's better that you don't make your flag. Flags are hoisted on a pole high up in the air, 100 feet away. You can't read the words on a flag from that far away. Also, if you look at it from behind, the text is now reverse. Fucking perfect. Now I have to get a mirror to read your flag? Honestly, smearing a white cloth with shit is more symbolic than putting text on a flag. It's the same with seals. Seals are intricate, detailed designs that were meant to be put on paper and read at close range where they could be understood. Hoist a flag with a seal 100 feet in the air and nobody will know what that is or where it is from. One of the worst offenders of this guideline is the ISIS flag, which is especially bad when really it could be very good. I like that you've gone with the bold black and white color scheme, but then you put a bunch of words, ISIS. Did you not hear what I said about words? Putting words on your flag is stupid. Plus, your words are in Arabic. First, people couldn't read your flag from afar, now they can't read it from close either. How the fuck will anybody other than Arabic people understand what your flag says? Is that your goal with your organization? For only Arabic people to recognize you and the rest of the world to go, what's that? I don't get it. If you want people to fear you, you gotta instill that fear through your flag. How's a bunch of squiggles gonna scare me? Listen to me. Go with the black and white color scheme and put something symbolic, like a minimalist depiction of a severed head of an American soldier. Or if you want to go real flashy, just put an AK-47 smack dab in the middle. What says scary terrorist more than a black flag with an AK-47 on it? Make a flag that says, no words, only bang bang. If all your flag does is say a bunch of words, then that's what your organization will be represented by. Yeah, ISIS, he just says stuff. And he speaks in a weird parcel tongue which nobody can understand other than the Middle Eastern people who are somewhat tired of his shit. Learn something from Hitler for fuck's sake. You know what a good flag design looks like? This is what a good flag design looks like. It's simple, it's iconic. However, similar to Hitler's testicle, it looks like it's missing something. Oh yeah! I remember what's missing. This! Fucking thief. Even though Hitler stole the swastika from the Hindu religion, at least he didn't put words on his flag, you imbeciles. Don't put words on your flag and also stop doing terrorism or whatever, I don't fucking know. Pretty simple, make something unique. And if you want to show your heritage or show your connection with a certain country, then make it somewhat related to it, incorporate some design elements, use the same colors, etc. The flags of the Nordic countries, that is, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden, have the same design elements to show their relation to each other, but they are unique enough to preserve their own identity. However, Monaco, Poland, and Indonesia have these flags. The totally legit, 100% real and not fake story of what happened was that Monaco made this flag, then Poland looked at it and went, me like it, and wanted to steal it. But it didn't want to make it look like it stole it, so it flipped it and called it original. Then Indonesia looked at Monaco and said, me like it, and wanted to steal it, and they stole it because they didn't give a shit. All the while, these three were completely unrelated to each other. Or maybe this was all a coincidence. Whichever story sounds more believable to you. Even if this is a coincidence, you should change your flag when you find out that it's basically a clone of someone else's flag. It might be accidental, but it's still an accidental clone. So kill it. These guidelines are obviously guidelines. You don't have to follow them to make a dope flag. Even the book itself acknowledges that there are exceptions to these rules which don't follow all the rules but are still good nonetheless. There's a bunch of countries that violate these rules and still manage to have a very good flag. South Africa tells the color guideline to go fuck itself by using 6 colors, and it looks fucking cool. The colors don't look overcrowded. The green Y shape in the middle looks like a converging road, like a path for progress uniting various aspects of South Africa, which are represented by the various colors surrounding the path. The flags of Wales and Bhutan tell the simplicity guideline to suck a fat one by putting 2 very detailed dragons on their flag, which are definitely not simple and are definitely very badass. Brazil flipped off the guideline on not putting words on your flag and put words on their flag, and made it so shiny good that it would now look lackluster without these words. The flag of Nepal breaks a guideline that is not written down as a guideline, but it feels like a guideline by making a flag that is not flag shaped. I mean, you would expect that if you were making a flag, you would shape it like a flag. But Nepal didn't, which is cool, I guess. You know what? I like this flag. Nepal isn't scared of doing something weird, which is respectable. Also, they technically followed all the 5 guidelines, so good job, Nepal. If there was a world in which flags existed like regular humans and all the regular flags had a regular rectangular body, then the flag of Nepal would be the one with a weird physical deformity. And he would be quite confident about it. So what I'm basically saying is that if you make fun of Nepal, you're making fun of disabled people. You monster. Although by now I've talked about so many flags that I almost forgot that I was here to make my own flag, but there's still a lot of flags that I really like which I haven't mentioned, so here's a quick rundown. These are all the ones that I could remember, so if I forgot your flag, then I forgot your flag. Now that I have read all the guidelines, I have looked at a lot of examples, I have learned all there is to learn about the art of vexillololololol, I will design a flag for this channel in 3 seconds because I have YouTube magic. So the flag of this channel coming up in 3 seconds. This is my flag. It's inspired from the Tokyo flags. It has a strong central theme without any extra bars, stars and stars. I feel that it has a very unique and striking color scheme. Although blue and red have been overdone in flags, I think my pale pastel blue and the contrast with the strong red gives the flag's colors a unique identity. The colors are obviously my existing ones. The blue represents me through my skin tone. It also represents peace and serenity, which is a thing I'm a fan of. The red represents my passions like philosophy, design, art, potato chips, etc. The symbol in the middle is a simplified version of a hammerhead shark, which is me. I specifically designed it like this because it kind of expresses what this entire channel is through a very simple symbol. The box at the top is my beliefs, my ideas, my views, my thoughts, and the arrow is me letting them out. It is me expressing. And that's what this entire channel is, me expressing. This is me being born. The border around the flag is meant to symbolize a screen. A phone screen, a laptop screen, a computer screen, a TV screen, a screen. This character exists only and only within the screen. So naturally, the screen is important to the character of the character. That's why I feel like including the screen within the flag is essential to fully convey what I'm doing here. Expressing my views within the screen. And also because it looks cool. Like, look at this. Tell me which is better. This or this? This is better. If you said this, then you're wrong. Stop being wrong, it's annoying. It's in the ratio 16:9, that is the aspect ratio of your screen, the godly aspect ratio of the internet, the aspect ratio through which this video will be watched by. It's different from the aspect ratio of most national flags because this is not a national flag, this is an internet flag. This is my flag which resides on the internet, so it should be in the shape of the internet. That is my flag and it's useless.